Hey everybody, July 16th here. What time is it? It's around 7:30 at night. My mother-in-law is here, and she is a beekeeper. She lives in Indiana, my hometown, and I was showing her the bee yard, so we went out there with my daughter and walking around because I wanted to show her the huge mess that we have under one of the hives, which I haven't shown you guys yet, I don't think, but I bought an everything bee vac, so I hope to show that video soon. Maybe do like a pseudo unboxing because I already unboxed it, but not a sponsored unboxing or anything. Bought it with my own money, but I knew I needed one because I have a massive colony underneath an existing Langstroth. Anyway, went out here to show her that, and I saw a ton of bees flying and landing, and I was like, oh my God, we have a swarm, which a swarm in July ain't worth a fly, or whatever the saying is. I can tell they just recently swarmed because there was a ton of them flying around. So let me see if I can show you in this video. They are right here. Okay, so they're at least easy enough to capture. Pretty good size. I mean, to me, that's a pretty good size colony. Hang on, let me get a little closer here. I mean, that looks pretty good to me, right? Problem is I'm out of boxes, so I've got to go grab like a Jester or Jester box or something to put them in. Here's the colony that I came out here to show. Oh man, be careful with ticks out here. This grass is way too tall. It's driving me nuts. So here's what I came out here to show her. So this is going to be a future video. Look at that. That is a massive, well, not massive, but that is a big colony underneath that colony. And I've confirmed they are queen right. So that's why I bought the everything bee vac. For other reasons, obviously, I can use it to capture swarms and whatnot, but look at that. I guarantee you there is a ton of comb under there. There is a mated laying queen under there. I guarantee it. And I know for a fact there is a mated laying queen in here, and I will show you on that future video. But that's another day, another time. I really needed to bottle some honey and put labels on honey tonight, but the bees have another idea. So, let's go put a Jester together and get these crazy bees into at least a nuke. So here we go. Okay, because I'm running out of daylight, it's almost 8 o'clock, short on time, was not expecting this. We're just gonna go with the absolute minimum PPE. So I have safety glasses. So at a bare minimum, don't try this at home, please, unless you've been doing this a while. But at a bare minimum, please protect your eyes, because no one wants to take a bee sting to the eye, right? Everything else I can handle, stings to the face, hands, feet, whatever. But you don't want to take any stings to the eyes, okay? So I've got eye protection here. I changed my mind. I actually have a 5-frame normal Langstroth type colony, so I'm not going to put them in a Jester. But I'm going to go ahead and try to grab these bees. I'm just going to use some scissors, cut this, try to shake them in real quick before it gets dark, and we'll see what happens. This may be comedy hour where Josh gets stung several times, but we're going to give it a shot because this is actually a pretty good sized colony, especially for a swarm in July, right? July ain't worth a fly, but this one is an exception. Plus, it's super hot out here. July 16th, it is one of the hottest days we've had here. It was like 97 degrees with plus 100 heat index. I've been so busy at work today, just got home, literally came out here with my mother-in-law, found this. I'm like, of course, so this happens to the best of beekeepers, but we're going to go ahead and try to rehome this hive. I was not anticipating doing this on literally the hottest day that we've had this year. So Let's go. I'm going to try to do this without dropping them. It's not going to be easy because I can already see they're suspended from this one branch here, but let me go ahead and try to cut it off down here. See if I can support them. Oh, I should have brought the loppers because I don't know if these scissors are going to... Oh, yeah, they're going to cut through it. Okay, I'm supporting the weight. Oh, that went really well. Hang on. Oh. Okay. Oh. Normally you should not do this in a, t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops, but we're improvising, right? Okay, come on. Oh, that's heavier than I thought it would be. I'm not even going to try to find the queen right now. I could care less. My focus is trying to get them in this nuke. And I don't even know if I can shake them adequately in this nuke, but gosh darn it, we're going to try. So here we go. Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. Okay. All right. Don't try this at home. All right. I'm sorry. Sorry, girls. All right, let's try to get the lid on these bees. This is going to be tricky too without squishing too many bees. Come on. Out of the way. And we'll see if we got our queen inside. I'm really trying not to squish too many bees, trying to push them out of the way here. Okay, there we go. So that's good. Step one. No stings yet. Kind of surprising. Okay. Really probably should go get... I'm going to try to get the... There's some more stragglers off this little tiny vine right here. I'm going to shake them in. I like to try to get as many bees as we can, so... There we go. Throw this out of the way. Okay. Good signs. It looks like they're nasing-offing towards the entrance here. I'll bring the camera in. Goodness. Let's pull the camera off here. Again, I have no clue if she's in there, but pretty good signs indicating that she is. They're all nasing-offing here. See some nasing-offing at the entrance, and that's a pheromone that the bees secrete that tells all the flying bees, oh, the queen is in here. And I didn't get them all in here, unfortunately, but hopefully they will start to climb up here. With the nasing-off pheromone, you should start to see some bees working their way up to where these bees are secreting that pheromone, or up top here. And I don't want... Sometimes I've quickly put the cover on and asked for all the bees to find this entrance. I think I'm learning that's not the best way to do it. If you start seeing the bees marching in, that's a good sign. But you see where they're all fanning their wings and pumping their butts up in the air? They're secreting that nasing-off pheromone is what they're doing. And if you start to see a bunch of bees marching in, which it looks like some are going in, that is a good sign. That is a good sign that we have the queen inside the hive. And I'm seeing good signs here. I see bees going in instead of bees coming out. I really need to trim this entrance and get this grass out of the way. Whew, that was a pretty big swarm though for July. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I didn't get stung, but look, I got stuck by these stupid thorns. It's almost as bad. God. Okay, well, I'm going to wait here for a good, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. See what happens here. See if all these bees eventually make their way into the nuke. You can see over here the original location. Most of them have left. I'll show you guys again this colony that's under. Look at this thing. I'm glad I got that bee vac because this thing is, look at this. Look at that. There's a lot of bees under there. So, future video, stay tuned. All right, let's put this back up. It looks like the vast majority are going inside. You're going to get some that come to the underside of the screen board. Because it's open, they're going to smell her through that screen bottom board. It is what it is. Eventually, they should fly off and make their way back to the entrance. You've got several bees right here at the entrance, nasenoffing. I'm seeing more and more numbers going in, so that is a very positive sign. It's very likely, if there is a queen in here, that she's marked, because there's 100%, not 100%, but there's a extremely good chance that this swarm came from one of my colonies. So I don't know which one is queenless. Time will tell. But yeah, not too many swarms I find in July. That's for sure, especially of this size. Sorry if that was super loud in the microphone. Allergies are bad this time of year. So yeah, I think the plan is to just leave this here for, 15 minutes or so. Let majority of the bees make their way into the hive, which it does appear that they are going in, which is a good sign. And then I'll go ahead and put the top on, and we'll call it good. And I don't know. I'm out of equipment. I don't have any more 10 frame Langstroth, so they may have to overwinter as a nuke. Maybe. I can't imagine they're going to be in wax drawing mode. I mean, those frames that I put in there have a coating of wax on them, but they're not drawn out frames. I don't have any more drawn out frames. So, I'm going to have to feed these girls some syrup. And I don't know if that's going to help or not. I mean, allegedly it will. But swarming during a dearth, what that tells me is I had at least one colony here that was packed with bees. And that is the downside of single brood management. And I know that, I'm not stupid. When you take 2 or 3 supers worth of bees with one deep, and you shove all those bees down into one deep, they're instantly going to feel crowded, especially if the queen has been laying, the middle of June, still a flow going on. You've got 4, 5, 6 frames of capped brood getting ready to emerge. Of course, those bees are going to feel congested. They're going to have the urge to swarm. I get that. I've not had to deal with very many July swarms historically, but I mean, I'm going to brag a little bit. I've got healthy hives. I've got lots of bees in hives. So if you're pushing all of those supers of bees down into one single deep, you're probably going to have to deal with late swarming. And I talk about this in my video I posted, the pros and cons of single brood management. Not as much of a big deal in the early spring, but obviously the midsummer after the honey harvest, if you're forcing all those bees down into a single deep, yeah, I mean, it's the biggest downside of single brood management, in my opinion. I've only been doing this 4 years, guys. I mean, it's not like I've been doing this 30 years, okay? So take this advice for what it's worth. In my opinion, the biggest downside of single brood management is the swarming, the increased swarming. And so can it decrease your honey crop? Absolutely, 100%. I had 2 or 3 hives that I overwintered that had a lousy honey crop. And I attribute that to them swarming. The best colony that I had this year in terms of honey production, guess what? They didn't swarm. It was a red dot queen. It was not a green dot queen. Big surprise. Can you still get honey from singles with new queens? Yes, you can. Is it going to be the best production? No, it's not. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. That's all it is. So that's been my experience. Again, take it for what it's worth. I've only been doing this 4 years. But I am ate up with it. I mean, I'm all in. I'm fascinated with these little creatures. They're God's little miracles. They're amazing. They fascinate me every day, and I'm still learning every day. I'll be learning for the next, God willing, 30, 40, 50 years. Who knows how long I'll live, but I will be learning because they teach me something new every single day. So, but this is a good sign. This is a good sign. We've got the vast majority of the bees that were over here. They've come up, they've climbed up, they're going in. We've got lots of bees nasonoughing right here. They're going in. So I think we have our queen inside, and I'm telling you, I would be 0% surprised. God, I looked like Trump there. But I would be 0% surprised if we have a green dot queen inside here, which is fine. Hopefully she can overwinter. And we'll be good. So I think that's it. I'm just going to wait here another 5 minutes or so, try to get most of these flying bees to land, come inside, and we'll check on them, you know, in a week or two. I want them to get acclimated, but I'm pretty sure there's a mated queen in here, especially with a swarm this late. I mean, come on, it's got to be a mated queen. I have no idea what colony they came out of, so time will tell. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you subscribe, it really helps the channel too. If you guys like the content that I'm putting out, it really helps me. I hate to be that guy that asks for people to thumbs up and subscribe and all that stuff, but I understand why content creators do it, because it really helps the channel in terms of the YouTube algorithm and where they put you and all this good stuff. So if you like it, please give it the thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.